I'm here with Nick Groner, the chairman of the Freedom Fund. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Oh, thank you. I'm delighted to be here. It's a very special day for all of those that are committed to the fight against slavery.
You've been behind this issue for some time now. How does it feel to have secured the signature of the faith leaders today?
Oh, it's hugely significant. I was here a year ago at the first meeting of the Vatican on this issue, and to see the progress and the outcome, the commitment to end slavery by faith leaders from all around the world is a magnificent achievement.
And the aim of 2020, do you feel that that's a realistic aim? Do you think that that's something that you're going to shoot for and then see at that time whether that's been achieved, or do you think that that's actually realistic?
I think with the leadership and the commitment of faith leaders, we can have a huge measurable impact on slavery by 2020. That should be our goal, and it's eminently achievable.
Do you think that the involvement of the faith leaders, so the religious spiritual community, is significant in this context? Because some might argue that it's more of a business issue than a spiritual issue.
Now, the involvement of the faith leaders is hugely important because slavery is illegal everywhere, yet 36 million people are enslaved. So what we have to do is transform attitudes and norms so that that the prohibition against slavery is truly enforced. And I think the leadership of the faiths will be key to achieving that.
In your experience, is it lax law enforcement that leads to these issues, or is it a fundamental flaw in our system?
I think that the non-enforcement of laws is critically important. I mean, slavery is illegal in every country in the world. It's illegal under international law, yet it exists everywhere. So what we need to do is make sure that governments and faiths and businesses all take to heart the prohibition against slavery.
Is it, in your opinion, a question of poverty? You know, some might argue that in a situation where there's poverty, there will be pressure to accept jobs that pay nothing or subsistence, and that wouldn't be the case if there was stronger growth in the developing world.
It's not just poverty, it's vulnerability, it's marginalisation, it's discrimination on the basis of caste or religion or ethnicity that makes people vulnerable and therefore can be exploited. So we have to address poverty, but it's a much broader issue than just poverty alone.
Surely if people had lived in an economy that was providing decent jobs and decent wages, and there was competition for the employees, then those issues would not arise. Is that not the way you see it?
No, that's not the case. I mean, the UK just came out with figures this week saying that an estimated 13,000 people are enslaved in the UK. That's not an issue of poverty or lack of opportunity or resources. It's a fact of exploitation and discrimination and weak law enforcement.
So in some ways it's a cultural issue as well, in your opinion?
It's about attitudes. It's about attitudes of enforcing the law against slavery. That's why this declaration is so critically important, because it will help change attitudes that will make sure that this is regarded as utterly unacceptable.
Are you optimistic?
Yes, I am optimistic. I mean, I'm optimistic over the long haul. This is not something we'll end in a couple of years, but this is a huge step forward in the fight against slavery, and we will make a big difference.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.